Welcome to Mama's Priceless Parties. Today I'm going to show you how to personalize my invitations. We will use the Sweet Treats invitation as an example today. We will click on the print version link, which is also available in the YouTube description box below. When we do, a new tab opens showing the invitation I made in Canva. We're going to click Use Template, which will then redirect us into Canva if we're already signed in. If not, you want to sign in now or open up your free Canva account today. It is simple and easy to use, and it is a great design software system. Once you have the invitation up in Canva, we can start editing it. First, we'll change the name. So we're going to hover over the name, and I've used a longer name, which is Charlotte. And today I'm going to show you an example changing it to a shorter name, so then you can see what you need to do depending on the length of the name. So we're going to hover over Charlotte, and we're going to double click to highlight it. And then for this example, I'm going to use the name Mia. Now, because Mia is much shorter, you'll see that there's all this space in the text box. So I just want to readjust that. And how we're going to do that is this oval right on the right. We're going to click and drag. And all this is doing is just readjusting the text box. Once we're done, we'll click off of Mia because we've stopped editing the name. Next, we're going to resize it. So we'll click on it again. You'll see that there now are 4 circles in the corners. We're going to click and drag to adjust the size. And I think that should be about right. Let go. Now to move it, again, click and drag. And I think that looks good. I might want to try a little bit bigger. Yep, I think that's perfect. All right, so we've changed the name. Now what you might be thinking is we've made a change and now I better save it. But the good thing about Canva is it automatically saves. If you don't trust it, you certainly could come into File and come over on the left to Save, and it already says all changes saved, but you could still click it even if you wanted to. Next, we're going to change the number. Now, I'm going to show you an example with a double digit. So we can highlight the 9, and I'm going to use 10. The 0 went to the bottom because the text box is not big enough, so we need to adjust the text box for that. Again, the oval on the right, drag it to the right just until you see the 0 on the same line. Next, it looks like we'll need to shrink this down a bit, so we're going to click a corner and decrease the size just a bit. Click off. Now click and move. Now one thing that I'm noticing right away with this 10 is I don't like the space between the 1 and the 0. So I'm going to adjust that. So we're going to come up to this box up here, and it has the spacing, 3 lines, and the arrows. We're going to click on it, and you'll see here that it's the letter spacing. When you adjust this, that will increase. We don't want that. We want to decrease that. And then let's just take a look. I think that looks much better. Now we just need to move it. And I want to rotate it a little bit to the left. And how we're going to do that is there's these arrows at the bottom. You're going to click and just drag. And I think that that's perfect. The last part of the invitation that you need to personalize is your party details. So we're just going to click on the details, and then we'll just adjust the date. So for example, let's say you're July 9th. The party is now 12 to 4 p.m. It is not Charlotte's house. It is Mia's house. And let's say RSVP by the 1st. So you would just go through and put your details for your party in there. When you're finished, you'd click off, and then you want to take an overall look of the invitation to see if there's anything that's out of place. And there's one thing that I notice, and that is that the M is on the I of turning, which I don't like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this up slightly to see if I like it better. I might go up a little bit more, and I like that much better. Now that I'm done, I'm going to name my file. So the file name is in the blue banner on top of the invitation. So I'm just going to click on this, and I'm going to say Mia's birthday party invitation. I hit enter, and now that has renamed my file. Now that our invitation is done, you have a couple options in which you can distribute your invitation. First, you could email or text it. If you're doing that method, what we're going to do is come to the share button, click on it, click on download, and then click on the PNG. We're going to click JPEG for best for sharing. Once you download this file, that file you can email or send to your guests. If you prefer to print it, I will show you that next. So let's click off of here. So first, we click the share button on the top right corner. We will click download. We are going to leave it in the PNG format, and we are going to download that. Once it's downloaded, we need to re-upload it into Canva so that we can put it into a printing template so that our invitations print properly at the 5x7 size. So first we're going to come to Uploads, click on Uploads, click on Upload File, select the file that we just downloaded, so Mia's birthday party invitation, and we allow it to upload. While it's uploading, we're going to go get the printing template. So let's go back to the website. And you'll see below it says the 5x7 on 11x8.5 printing template. We're going to click on that link. It's also available in the YouTube description box below. We're going to use the template. It will automatically show it up in Canva because we're logged in. We are going to go into Uploads. Next, we are going to get our invitation and we're going to put it into the printing template. So over here on the left, we're going to click and drag the invitation, and it will automatically pop into the 5x7, making it print at that exact size. We will do it again, and that was super simple. Now it's time to get it ready for printing. So let's first rename the file. So again, click on the top, and I am just going to say Mia's birthday invitation. Enter, and we're good to go. Next, we're going to click Share, Download. Now this time we want to change the file type. So select the PNG and it will open a drop-down menu. We're going to select PDF Print because that is the best file for printing. And now we're going to download. Now that you have this downloaded file, you are ready to print. So your options are to print at home or at a print shop. My personal preference is a print shop such as Staples because they have professional printers which give out great color quality and give a more professional look. Either way, you will need to print on white cardstock that is at least a minimum of 65 pounds. Once you're finished printing, then you just need to cut them, and I would suggest using a paper cutter for exact lines. If you don't have one at home and you use the print shop, they typically have them in the self-serve area. I hope you enjoyed this video and that your invitations and party are absolutely priceless.